my best friend. Call him Roberto.
Don't do that.
Today we're doing a Kiki and Treat Yourself. Robert is a professional bartender. He'll be making our tea.
I'm gonna experiment. So today we're gonna be doing 1800 coconut.
Nice.
And this cute little Alizé blue passion.
Passion.
And I'm incorporating a little bit of gingy. First, you dump.
Just.
It's a shot. And then you just like take this and you take half of it. And then for this part is honestly up to the person who's gonna drink it.
Is it good? It's cute.
Ooh. Oh, that's real cute.
So I
It's
guess
interesting.
that's what we're doing then. Look at my mug. Yes, that's me and Andrew.
They're so cute.
Oh, this is really cute.
Mm.
Let's get started on our spas. First, I'm doing the Lush Cup of Coffee.
I'm doing the Sabon Dead Sea facial mask. Look this phone.
It says to leave for 15 minutes. I'm just like progressively taking from my forehead, since my forehead is the biggest part.
I'm glad we both know.
Alright, you got something to say? You got
No.
something to say?
I don't. You said it for me.
Rudeness. So rude.
Oh, so we're not supposed to put it on our whole face?
We could.
Okay.
I was just gonna put it in my like danger zones. So if your whole face is your danger zone.
You got something to say?
You need more on your forehead. Like it needs to be.
Jimmy Neutron, please leave me alone.
It's one of your pet peeves, Robert.
Key pet peeve.
Okay.
Roberto. Last time I checked on my birth certificate, it don't got an O at the end. So don't. It's a huge one. I accidentally yelled at somebody in a professional field because she says, "And Roberto," and I blacked and I yelled, "That's not my name!" Is it good on my face?
Yeah.
I feel like I need to put some in my eyeballs.
Yeah. You're definitely. You look problematic. Oh, YouTube is gonna cancel my ass. I guess one of my pet peeves, calling me a bitch and we not friends like that. We should put on our lip scrubs. Today we are doing the Sephora Honey Lip Scrub. Get in there. Get in there. What do you think about dating apps?
Download them for like a week and then I delete them. I'm trying a date and then you text them. So mommy, you know the bed's right there, right? That's not what you said anywhere. Okay. Okay.
Cheers.
I mean, I'll do it anyways, but
Wow. Do you feel like with a lot of dating apps that's just the norm?
it's the norm, I feel like, for our generation.
So I've never used a dating app. Well, all of my ex-boyfriends actually I've met in real life and not on a dating app. So I've been so fortunate. Actually, I don't even know if I can even say fortunate, but I've had the experience of just meeting a lot of my ex-boyfriends or significant others in the real world. Even Andrew I met at the beach. So I think it's dry. It hasn't been 15 minutes.
It's been 20.
Okay! We'll be back. So we are nice and fresh.
After 3 hours of trying to wash the scrub off. Disclaimer, I forgot to say that. When you're using this mask, you better have trained to be an Olympic swimmer. nice. It does its job, but it's hard to take off.
That's why I like this one from Lush. It's really like, I feel my skin. It feels so nice on my skin.
I'm good, love, enjoy.
So good. So next routine, I am going to be using a mask, a peel-off mask.
And I'm gonna be using a charcoal peel-off mask by Nexxism.
Melon Glow Sleeping Mask by Glow Recipes.
Next Zen, that's what it's called.
Next Zen. Do you want to do that again?
No, I corrected it. Joe.
Oh, it's such a cute. It's like a glass bottle. Look at that.
Mine is cute too. It has a hole in it. But another pet peeve I just remembered.
What?
People that are like in the streets and they go and they like suck that noogie. That hurt.
That reminds me
And it
of
makes that
another
sound.
one. Ooh. Hey, that reminds me of all my pet peeves actually. I have a bodily fluid pet peeve. Like, I can't deal with people throwing up. I can't deal with people spitting, especially like in public, like in the street. Like, I absolutely hate those guys that are like poop and pee. Like people who are into that stuff. Who are,
oh, like scatting and water sports and stuff like that. Is that what you're talking about?
That's the name of it.
Those are like sexually. That they're sexually into it? Yeah, that's what it's called.
Water sports? They called it water sports?
What did it start off as it went in?
Okay, good point.
It's a mood.
I'm just not the girl. I'm really not the girl.
I don't do this enough. It's fine, gorgeous. You know I could see you.
But
Your
My
mouth
mouth
triggers
is-
everything.
my mouth is very triggering. Which brings me to our next topic. Puerto Ricans, they're mad sensitive.
So she's talking from experience, y'all. She Puerto Rican.
Alright, so here's the thing. So I feel like I have the right to talk about this because I'm a Puerto Rican woman and I have a lot of... I'm not a Puerto Rican woman?
No, not that. My eyelash is getting stuck. Sorry.
So I'm a Puerto Rican woman and I have a lot of experience with Puerto Rican men. And I also grew up in a family full of bullies. Like, my house is full of bullies. Like, that's how I grew up. And I'm not even gonna blame it on the fact that I grew up with like boys. Like, because my grandmother was getting it. She was getting in everybody's ass. Are you done?
Listen, at the same time as I'm fixing them, I'm checking them out because they're cute.
So my grandma was cutting all our ass. My aunt was in the bullshit cutting all our ass. My step grandfather cutting all our ass. Like, so I'm just used to getting shitted on. The Puerto Rican men that I have encountered in my adulthood are not of the same nature. Like, they can dish it. Don't get me wrong. They're funny. They can dish it. But they can't really receive it. Puerto Rican men that I've experienced are fucking crybabies. Like, they cry a lot. I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm with a Dominican man. Because I really can't deal.
That's why? I thought it was because of something else.
For example, I say had because he's now blocked on everything. I had a Puerto Rican, platonic, nothing emotional, just friend. I would make fun of the fact that he was crippled. Right? That's a shorthand of it.
That's like the really shorthand. Here's how we got crippled. We all drank.
Okay.
We were all not in the right mindset to physically do anything.
I guess not.
Just
no.
walk.
No.
And they decided, these two tall ass idiots,
Andrew.
lovable idiots,
Andrew and crippled.
to play leapfrog.
We should call him Tiny Tim.
Why? Because it's...
Because he's a cripple. So Andrew and Tiny.
I don't condone the joke.
Oh my god, it's turning.
So then they decided to play leapfrog being in these conditions. Granted, they probably decided because they were in these conditions. And that's how he got crippled.
Okay, so anyway, flash forward to when his doctors, I guess, put him on like blood thinners or something. I don't fucking know why they did that, but okay, I'm not getting into anyone's medical business. And I guess he has a reaction or something, and he literally dies or almost dies because he's like resuscitated or something. And I guess that's really sad. We were all really scared for him. We were worried. And he was back in the hospital for a few days. When he came back out, we like went to see him again, and you know, to support, to show him love and affection. I baked cookies and played board games with him. Wanted to show him that we loved him, we can still make him laugh and stuff. But then flash forward again, you, me, Andrew, and Tiny Tim, we all go to karaoke. Like, we all are having fun. We're all singing. Like,
I have no voice at the time, but I'm still having fun.
We're having, yeah, facts. And at the end, we pay or whatever, and then I'm like, hey, Tiny Tim, look what I can do. And I run upstairs. And then my fiance, Andrew, follows right after me running upstairs.
Laughing. Cackling.
We're both hyenas.
And I'm just there, I'm like, y'all fucked up.
So Robert is the only one that's like, I'm sorry for my friends. They're assholes.
I'm sorry for your friends. You made this choice.
He's, you know, hobbling up the stairs on one crutch. And he's like, yeah, I wouldn't be laughing if I would have actually died. And we were like, yeah, you're right. We wouldn't have that. Nah, that's not okay. I was like, and then I said, you know, would have been instant karma if we would have fell while we were running up the stairs. And then he was like, yeah, I was like secretly wishing that happened to you guys. And we just all laughed.
And then we changed the topic.
And then we just changed the topic to something completely different. So then we're in our Uber, and then he texts Andrew, oh, you know what you did tonight was really fucked up. And Andrew's like, what? And he's like, I'm not coming tomorrow. And tomorrow was my secret Santa. Andrew responds like, okay, what did we do wrong? Is there something wrong? Like, he's trying to inquire what's going on with this, our friend, pretty much. He wants to actually figure out what's wrong, how can we fix it, how can we move on from this, you know, like an adult, right? Tiny Tim then responds with, I don't know, you figure it out. What? Who says that? You either had a problem or you didn't have a problem, let me know. Like, cool. Andrew's like, so are we still on for Sunday? Because Andrew was gonna have guys' night with him.
Flash forward to today at brunch.
I found like a really funny meme, and I feel like, oh, it's been days since whatever, he should be over it, whatever. Sent him a funny meme. It doesn't have anything to do with crippledness. It doesn't have anything to do with anything, quite frankly. It's just a really funny fucking meme. Him, our other friend, and Andrew dies laughing. He then responds, I didn't see it, nor do I want to see it. Please never send me anything ever again. I'm like, he tells me that, and I'm just like, okay, cool. So I block him on everything. Because one thing I've learned in life is that people are going to tell you exactly what they want from you, and believe them. Like, believe them when they say certain things. No?
I always say my phone is open. I may not respond right away. I might respond 2 days later, a week later, but I'll respond. And I always say my line is open, so if he ever wants to talk, I'm there. And if it turns out to be some misunderstanding, obviously, she's gonna be the first one to know.
But either way it works. That's just how I feel about Puerto Rican men. So yeah, let's go take off these masks.
Please.
We're back. Look at our faces.
I'm beautiful.
Okay, so next is going to be an actual mask. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I'm doing a Victoria's Secret after party.
And I'm gonna be doing Glow Platinum, also by Victoria's Secret.
These are really wet.
That's what she said. Oh no, I thought they were gonna be golden platinum.
No.
Oh, mine's is actually foily. This is actually dripping. I don't know, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's fucking cold.
I'm the fucking tuna.
Look at mine. Don't make me laugh. We look like Leatherface. Okay, what's the next question?
The next discussion was, God blessed you with a mouth. Use it.
Okay.
Like, if you're on the train and you see that nobody sees you, you're behind someone. They clearly can't see you. God didn't bless us with eyes in the back of our head for a reason. Use your mouth and say, excuse me.
Facts. Cheers. So, we're gonna take these off.
If you have a problem, God blessed you with a mouth, use it. And that's in anything in life.
Yeah, Tiny Tim. So now we're going to use Nature Republic's aloe, 92% aloe vera. So I like to use aloe as a natural moisturizer.
It has a lot of vitamin E, so that makes sense.
Simba.
So we know who's watching the live action Lion King movie that's coming out apparently.
Me.
Not I, said the cat. Because
Why?
Because it's not live action, it's CGI.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't lie to me.
Yeah, that is definitely. Didn't even think about that. Is that what they marketed it as?
I believe so.
Did they market it as live action?
I believe so. I think that's what it was.
Let us know down in the comments.
Let me know. Because I might just have heard it from somebody.
Story time!
So the first time I actually spoke to Yolanda, actually I never spoke to her. No. So here's how we met.
College.
We were freshmen in college. Who's telling the story? Thank you. We had 3 classes together on the same day. It's a speech, something like that.
Yeah.
That was the first class of the day. So I'm sitting in class, and I see her right across from me, this plank, and it was
really skinny back
it
then.
was weird. I wasn't
Not
sure if she was a
anymore.
boy or a girl at the time, so it was odd. And then I see her again in Fickwis, and the first thing she said to me was, "Are you following me?"
I'm really polite, as you can see.
And I was very, very introverted. So it was kind of weird to have like this loud, short, sassy person come up to you and she goes, "Are you following me? Like, are you?" No. Fast forward to, what, a month and a half later, probably. And I have this thing. I was raised to be a gentleman. So I'll hold the door, usually for people. And for the most part, it's women. She's not gonna remember correctly because she's only gonna remember how she felt.
Okay.
She always does this.
Whatever.
Anyways. And so I had a mini crush on her at the time, and I had a big ass backpack. Like, I cannot let her squeeze by me to try to go through this door. So I move out of the way, let the door close, I move out of the way to let her go, to then open the door for her. look at all the steps I'm doing. And she just stops. She doesn't even try to go in. She goes, "You're on a staircase where everything echoes. You whisper and it echoes." She goes in a really loud voice. "So you're not gonna hold the door for me?"
I ran him
All
over
right.
my words.
And she walked out. And I was afraid. I did not speak to her. It wasn't until one of our classmates, I'll call him R,
Yeah.
for all intents and purposes, he was invited to her dorm for a project.
Pancakes.
And he invited me with him that I started talking to her. And she
Pancakes.
made chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, yes, I did make those too. But I have made him pancakes before. Okay, but yeah.
But I went for a chocolate chip cookie. Well, I went and there were chocolate chip cookies. I didn't know they were going to be that. That's how we started talking. And then we went on a hiatus for a semester. And then after that, sophomore year up until our 5th year, our super senior year of college, we were always in a class together.
Every single year, there was one class out of
Every
our,
semester.
like that we had together, and it was so weird because we wouldn't sit down or anything and like plan it out. Like, what class you would take? Oh, I'll take
We
that.
wouldn't.
No, you know.
We wouldn't even talk about what we were planning on taking.
Cause I knew if I said anything, it was like putting it into the universe. So I would just be like, well,
It is what it is.
he's gonna end up in one of my classes eventually.
It became a thing where it was just, you didn't know Robert without Yolanda, and you didn't know Yolanda without Robert. People started thinking that we were an item.
They thought we were together. For the longest of time, people thought you and I were boyfriend and girlfriend.
And I told them that she's really unattractive, guy. No. And then guys would come up to me and then after they found out I'm just the best friend, they're like, "Yo, bro, what's up? How you been? Do I know you?"
Because they would try to go through him to get to me.
And then she'll ask me, "What do you think of them?" I think like they're trying too hard. They're not worth it.
We have a hater. Woo! We have our first scandal.
Woo, 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 woo.
I did this giveaway. A young girl actually won. She's by the age of like 16, I think. Which, quite frankly, in hindsight, I can kind of understand why certain things happened the way they happened. She lived in the U.S. or lives in the U.S. and she got all her stuff. I asked her to post up a picture of the stuff on a card, and she just sent me pictures. She sent me pictures via Instagram of her wearing the makeup. I was like, okay. And when I asked her about it, she was like, oh, it's because I'm not supposed to have Instagram. And I'm like, okay, she's a kid. I'm not about to out a kid, but the hater is all over my page, and she's just like, oh, you did a fake giveaway. That person isn't even real. Like, she's trying to say that the girl that I was in communications that's sending me pictures, all this stuff that isn't even real, which is so weird. She also lives internationally. So one of her points was that on the second day after I closed the giveaway, she asked, oh, how come she didn't put up a picture? And I was like, well, first of all, it's Sunday. And in America, there's no mail in America. Sunday, no. Monday, I sent out the thingy. She's like, oh, how come she didn't post it yet? How come she didn't post her gifts yet? Like, oh, what? Just like, okay, first of all, she hasn't received them yet, so you gotta give her time. Second of all, even if you would have won, you probably wouldn't have gotten your giveaway stuff until like 7 to 14 business days. Like, if we're really being honest.
You're international.
You're international. What bothered me about that was that I spent my hard-earned money to do this giveaway. Yes, some of it was gratis from my sister-in-law because she works at Sephora, so she gave me like a few things for free to put in the giveaway, but a lot of that stuff came from me, you know? And that kind of hurts my feelings because I try very hard to spoil my followers, to take care of the people that follow me. I want them to know that I care about them and that I love them through the makeup that I do and through the shit talking that I have, you know. So then the third thing, she just started like harassing me on like different forms of my social media, and I felt like attacked. Like at first I was just gonna ignore her, you know, like haters gonna hate type of thing, right? And I was like, let her talk, let her talk, let her talk. It was like in my DMs, in this, and she just couldn't get over it, I guess. I don't know why. I don't know where she is mentally, or what. I'm thinking it's a she, quite frankly, because there's no pictures of this person. I had to block her. I blocked her on all my social medias. As you can tell, it's a thing I do. I block people, and I'm not ashamed of it.
First of all, whoever wins the giveaway is none of your business. It's between the person who won the giveaway and her. Now, if the other person does not want to share a photo, they don't have to. Was it one of the rules?
I didn't have any rules for after you win.
I mean, I'm gonna need you to calm down. You're just mad and bitter that you didn't win.
Me too.
I just had this thing to say. Don't come for my best friend.
More announcements! I just finally reached 100 subscribers.
What?
That means that next shit talking video, Andrew is going to get his face beat for the gods. This has been fun. So, if you like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.